I'm gonna leave the lights off because I don't want to leave it on because I just want to keep it dark because it's kind of late right now. So there's that. What in the return of the NBA on NBC? Because I seen the halftime of Michael Jordan and basketball nostalgia on Yank the Tank on video. I just watched. Shout out to you, Derek F. Faradia. Shout out to you, my man. I love it. And I cannot wait for Black and White Sports and Sports Wars reaction more. Ryan's Sports Wars and Black and White Sports. John Matrix. He already knows he's covered a little bit. But we don't want to get more with politics, okay? And same with transgenders. I mean NBA, NFL, MLB, college sports, you name it, and football as well. Same with high school as well. And then Rose's channel, Black and White Sports too. WNBA and the girl out of Iowa and Fever, Indiana Fever. Shout out to you, Rhodes. Love your channel. Tonight, the NBA on NBC is back for the first time in 23 years, and yes, that was when I was born in '97, 7 years after they started 1990. I wasn't even alive 7 years later. All right, before the Blue Jays won the World Series 92-93. And speaking of the Blue Jays, will be facing the Dodgers in the World Series on Friday. Well, that case is we want basketball more on this channel. Alright? So, the intros were good. Oh my god. And the AI voice on the late great Jim Fagan, that was awesome. I've seen that commercial, the old commercials and the old voiceovers. That was pretty awesome, to be my honest opinion. So yeah, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And seeing with the halftime, like I said, Michael Jordan sat with Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico sat with Michael Jordan, and he says Michael never touched the ball. And we cannot wait for more of his stories every Tuesdays on the NBA Coast to Coast. If you live with if you live on the West Coast and Mountain Time, you'll be getting that game. The Champ YouTube gamer, shout out to you, my man. You're getting a West Coast, and it depends how my Spurs play on early or late games. I'm down. If not, blackout. What the heck? Because we're getting Eastern Central Time. Because I live in Central right here in my area, so that means that's part of me, guys. I mean, it's NBA. So the final stats I'm looking at tonight, the game we just saw, Kevin Durant just called a timeout, and he did not. He ran out of timeouts, and he just entered the Chris Webber chat. Chris Webber, do y'all remember Chris Webber? That 1993 national championship between Michigan and North Carolina? Yeah, this is for you guys to tell. So, here's the story, and I'm going to read this to you. The Thunder celebrating a ring ceremony banner, unveiling a double overtime win over Durant's Rockets. Thunder fans got everything they wanted tonight, a ring ceremony, a championship banner, unveiling, and a win over former Oklahoma City star KD and the Houston Rockets, former Texas Longhorns, by the way. SGA, the reigning MVP, hit two free throws with 2.3 seconds left. Yeah, we just saw that in the second overtime to give the Thunder 125-124 win. Last season's scoring champions had just 5 points at halftime but finished with 35. The Triple Crown winner, MVP. Regular season, Western Conference Finals, and NBA Finals MVP. Durant found SGA, Gilgeous Alexander, where the Rockets leading 124-123 in the second extra period. In the second extra period, the crowd cheered gleefully as Durant exited the game with a sixth personal foul. Yeah, with 23 points. Gilgeous Alexander made both free throws in the decisive points. Houston's Jabari Smith Jr. missed a 19-foot jumper as time expired. Yeah, fell short, and the Thunder survived the season opener for both teams, which means they're going to be headed to Indianapolis, Indiana, Thursday night, here on ESPN. And yes, and that's how we're looking at. Thunder still haven't forgotten Durant for leaving the Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors, their biggest rival back in 2016. I remember that one. And after the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead to the Cavs, yeah, it's still rigged to me, by the way. Durant had 23 points, 9 rebounds in his first game with Houston after being traded in the offseason. And John Matrix, if you're watching this video, sorry to see you guys. So I see you get reacted during Sports War since I watched it. I I entered that live stream chat. Well, I asked one of the chats, will KD be traded to the Rockets? And Ryan's like, did KD get traded to the Rockets? I was like, yes, he did. And John Matrix like he did. Like it happened. I'm sorry, it happened. And he was not happy. And Beardo already break it all down. By the way, Trevor Beardo. He was booed loudly during the pregame starter introductions that continued much for off the game. Well, for much of the game for KD, by the way, not you, Beardo. I'm talking about Kevin Durant. Chet Holmgren added 28 points and 7 rebounds for the Thunder. Oklahoma City Jalen Williams, the first-time All-Star last season, set out as he continues to recover from a right wrist injury he sustained last season. He had injury on July 1st, and Coach Dugnaud said he is progressing. And I'm gonna read just before all the way to the end. So yeah, we're almost done. Alperen Sengun had 39 points and 11 rebounds for the Rockets. Gilgeous-Alexander short jumper with 2.1 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter regulation tied the game with 104 and 104. Sengun missed a fadeaway at the buzzer to send the game into overtime. With the score tied at 115 in the closing seconds of the first overtime, Gilgeous-Alexander missed a Durant rebound and tried to call a timeout that the Rockets didn't have. The Thunder noticed that and tried to alert the officials, but no call was made, and the game went to a second overtime. The Rockets visited the Pistons on Friday, and we just told you about that from a rematch of last season's NBA Finals series. And yeah, the Thunder won it at 7, and we just told you that like I said. So here are the stats, and I don't need to show you guys. I don't want to get copyrighted. So let's look at the box score. Now, SGA had 35 points, 5 rebounds, and assists. And guys, I'm barely watching the Warriors and the Lakers, and Golden State's beating them by 9 points without LeBron James, which I'm fine with that. And look at it, Holmgren went 4 for 4 on good free throws. Former Gonzaga Bulldogs. Yeah, him and Reinhardt's team, by the way. And then former Texas A&M, Jaime Barrera, Alex Caruso, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then he only played 30 minutes. SGA only played 47, then Dort 45 minutes. And you can see the Rockets. KD had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he missed 4 3-pointers, then Thompson missed 7. That was just terrible. Terrible look. And look at the 3-pointers that's been good. 12 out of 26 over 11 out of 17 for SGA and Chet Holmgren. I mean, SGA's 3-pointers and the free throws, 10 out of 14. He only missed 4. And now the box score, we told the teams. 46 out of 104 field goals, then 43 out of 97. And then you got 44.3 percentage over 44.2 for the Rockets. And then 3-pointers, 28.2 over 25.0. 3-pointers, 11 out of 39 and 13 out of 52. On Thunder, Rockets, Thunder. Free throws, Rockets have more than the Thunder. on that. You can see the rebounds, 72 over 50. 35 defensive. And who has that is 27 defensive over offense. Good assists. No ejections and no fragrance, no technicals. That seems pretty odd, in my opinion. So the Spurs play tomorrow on ESPN and FanDuel Sports Southwest, I believe. No, it's on ESPN. I wish it would have been on FanDuel Sports Southwest, but they don't play till Friday against the Pels. I'm sorry, against 5. So we'll see how that's going to work out, because this basketball stories and Najesta, it's going to be super exciting for me to watch. The NBA, college basketball, men's and women's. I'm excited for me to get down to that Texas basketball and seeing what UConn, Spurs, Bulls, Thunder, you name it. So Thunder takes the opener win 124-123. And yeah, they're 1-0 after that. Yeah, after that back and forth fighting battle of the game against the Rockets. So there you have it, guys. That's your breakdown, because I'm going to get back and watch the Rockets and Thunder, and also NHL with Colorado and Utah. Got my eyes on that game as well, and you already know what the score is. It is 2-1 Utah, the Monmouth, formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? And let me know on the comments section below, and subscribe to the channel. Well, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time. Peace out.